June 8th, 2013. You can hear the fireworks in the background. It's getting close to 4th of July, even though it's June 8th. We celebrate a little early around here, so you hear them going on. So there must be something going on this Saturday night, and it is after 10, so it's usually after 10 o'clock you start hearing fireworks go off. So there's different celebrations around the town. I was talking about the house in Illinois that we worked at. I started talking about last night, and I found the pictures. Had to dig up some old one of the old laptops had the pictures on there. So and I remember when I made that disc, it was like 2006. So it had been sitting on there for a while. But the date, and I'm going to post some pictures tomorrow because they're actually dated. If you look at the detailed information on the picture itself, it actually shows the time that the picture was taken by the camera. I'm not sure if it's actually taken by the camera or when it's processed. No, it had to be the time that it was taken by the camera. So the ones of the carpet and of the closet. So that first time that we went up to do, I talked about repairing that. We didn't actually repair the floor at the time. We went up and gave them an estimate, but we did do some repair work once we got the job. It's dated June 9th, so that's actually tomorrow. So I'll post some of the pictures of the carpet. There's a big when we was there taking pictures, and there's some that are dated June 5th, and I'll post those and talk about them because those are very mysterious. I mean, the hair standing back of my head already just looking at the pictures. But I'll tell you that story later. But when we first went up, and again, it was from Minnesota to where it is a good 6-7 hours. Chicago's like 5 hours away, 5.5. No, it's got to be further. It's like 500 miles. So I want to say it's more closer to 9 hours. Been too long. Can't remember. I just remember there were a lot of toll gates to get in there. And like I said, we worked, got the bid. We went up in the summer, so we went up. The pictures were taken in June. It's about this time, June 5th through June 9th. And I know when we first went up there, we stayed at a motel, and it was pretty pricey. I think we stayed there for a week. And I remember Gordon got so upset because the internet, because we had to have internet. We were just getting into computers, and it was important to have internet access. And the motel said they had internet access, but they didn't tell you. This is back when you had to use dial-up because there was no extreme speed internet at that time in 2001, because they are dated 2001, so I was not right at the time. So when we went up to see my mother, it must have been 2002, when we went to go see her with her accident. But in June 2001, we went up, stayed at the motel, and they charged us I was talking about the motel, not only just the staying there, it was pretty pricey. That's why when we came back, we made sure that in the bid that we could stay at the house, and that saved that $100 weekly that we would have had to put out for a hotel room. So that saved us a lot of money as well. But the dial-up was by the hour. They didn't tell us that, so by the time we checked out, It was close to, I don't know if it was $55. It was so much an hour. It was a ridiculous price. I don't know if it was, Gordon's got a better memory than I am. I'll have to ask him the story, but it was not happy. And it wasn't explained that you had to pay hourly for the internet usage, or we wouldn't use it as much as we did. But you live and you learn, and they never got no more business after that. But we went up and tell you about the carpet, the rug. We were looked the house over, got a pretty good estimate of what was going to be involved, and before we left, because it was just us, because they didn't go up with us. They said we go up and take a look, and see, what was it? Before we left, we looked in one of the closets, and one of the pipes, like I said, they put all new water pipes in. One of the pipes was leaking, and one of the big rugs, they had one big rug that would have took up, very expensive rug that would have took up a big, lays down like in the middle of the floor, big, huge, humongous rug was getting wet because the pipes was leaking. And since I didn't know how to weld, I went and bought a welder and or soldering iron, because you solder copper pipes. And I got a picture of that, and I'm gonna upload that. It does up in that closet on the step ladder, welding those pipes together. And one of those, because I remember I didn't even want to. I was looking over my head. I had my glasses on, and I had long sleeves on, and it just got so hot because it was June. It was just steaming. So I took off my sweater. Sure enough, when I was welding, some of the solder fell and hit my, and I still got scars here. Hit on my arm, and I closed my arm real quick, and it burned both upper and lower part of the arm. And then, like I said, the scar, yeah, you can't see it. Maybe. Yep, there it is. White. And white. Where is it? There. And there. Yep, still there. From that experience. So, very distinctly remember that. It was just so hot in that closet, trying to weld that pipe. We had to cut it and reseal it up, and you have to get it so hot for that hot solder to be sucked into the pipe and seal it up. But we got it sealed up, and in the meanwhile, we had to hang the carpets out over the back deck. And the pictures we got is the big carpets hanging over the back of the building there. And we had to let them hang out we had to stay a couple extra days to make sure they dried out before we put them back in storage there. And that was the first experience going up there. And it was really, see, what was the other thing? I got a parking ticket. I remember there was just like a couple of things that weren't really bad. Not only the expense of the motel room and then being charged for that. And then we parked somewhere downtown that we weren't supposed to park. And I got a parking ticket. Of course, I had to go down to City Hall and pay it right away. So I didn't want to have any issues or problems. But it's just a couple of things that just didn't start out quite right. So we were kind of questioning, is this a good thing to do? A couple almonds or something, but we talked ourselves right out of that because, like I said, pretty good proposition to be able to do the work, and it's something that we wanted to do. And like I said, the house had very good character, and I'll post a couple of those pictures as well. But I was surprised when I pulled up the picture and the date, June, same, like this week. Back in 2001, that's where I was. It was in Illinois, so I got to, at least I can document that and and put that on my timeline of where he was at, what he was doing. I think it'd be interesting, and then start posting more on there. I think that'd be a pretty cool thing. It'd be nice to be able to incorporate what I talked about before, incorporate some type of images through what I'm talking, but then that takes time, and I didn't want to keep telling myself to keep this video log simple. Just log in, speak your mind, speak your piece, and log out, and do it in one complete session. I started that. Like I mentioned before, the first day of video tape, I did like take 1 and take 2, and then I just scrapped it. And then like the third take, I said I'm just going to do it all the way through, and from then on, I just figured I'll just let it go. Just take 1 take, start, finish, time date it, or date it, and try to leave it with this type of music. Sometimes I'd forget and not put the card at the end. And I think, I gotta put the card up. And then a couple days, I remember not putting up some music. But since I was talking about carpet, I'm gonna leave you with a group called Steppenwolf. In '68, they released this song, "Magic Carpet Ride." They also had that came out like a number 3 hit for them. Their number 1 hit was "Born to Be Wild." It was very popular in the '60s. They came through town, Oklahoma City there, and I remember seeing them, Steppenwolf, and what was that other one? They did "In-De-Gata-Da-Vida." "In-De-Gata-Da-Vida, honey." It was kind of like an oldies tribute. When they came through town, so it was Steppenwolf and down here, Iron Butterfly, and it was pretty trippy. So these are groups from the '60s. I know this was before my time, as far as listening to music, because I would have been 6 years old, but got to see them. So being a concert going mania guy like I am, I was able to see them. So I count myself lucky in partaking of that. And here we go. 1968. Steppenwolf. Magic Carpet Ride. And boy, was it a magic carpet ride. In 2001. Here it is, June 8th, 2013. Keep rocking.